Fighting. All right, so this morning we're doing what we call fashionably late. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, around town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Please continue to go over to Troy's channel and support his channel. Continue to help that brother to grow. He's doing positive things. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. You deserve respect. Shout out to you. Here we are this morning on another beautiful Monday morning. There almost was no morning thoughts this morning. The computer is kind of janky. So is my internet connection. I don't know why. But if it gets really bad, then I'm asking you, the audience, to let me know, because sometimes it looks like it's good on my side and it's bad on yours, and vice versa. All right, so just say SouFLo. Yeah, break up too much. We can't hear you. The sound gone. Them kind of something there. All right, big up on yourself this morning. Listen, we got a couple of things to talk about this morning. There's a story out of Jamaica about a woman, a dead woman that was found in a soldier's car. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that story? I mean, I know we're going to get into the whole Ukraine stuff and all that, and black folks not being allowed to leave, Africans not being allowed to leave. But there's a story that broke out of Jamaica about a dead woman that was found in a soldier's car. And I searched high and low, head and tail, and everything in between to find some more information about this, and I just could not. Man, listen, if anything I know for sure is that when it comes to covering up, Jamaica is the best at it, okay? The way they put the story across, you would think that this person is a nobody. You would think, say, is a mannequin or a dolly they found in the man's vehicle. And yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. You know, like something going, but we're going to sort it out soon kind of attitude. I'm like, what the fuck? This is a human being that was found in that vehicle. But we're going to talk about that based on the information that we have, right? The more pressing issue, let me look at my board. So there were Jamaicans that were trapped in Ukraine, right? And we're going to talk about the reasons why they were there and their plight to leave the Ukraine as Russian forces advance more into Ukraine and towards where they were located at. Updated news says that they have now hit the border of Poland and Ukraine. So they're about to cross over into Poland, which should be safer grounds because Poland is not under attack. Ukraine is under attack by Russia, right? You know, anywhere in the world you go, Jamaicans are there, you know. Anywhere in the world you go, Caribbean people are there. I found the Caribbean community, but Jamaicans especially. I found one in every single place, every Eastern European country I've been to, everywhere I've been. I found us there. So we're gonna talk about that. Told you Ukraine racist. Hey, Tels, now they're gonna believe me. Now they're gonna believe me. Some people was like, SouFLo, stop using the platform to promote racism and all this because I said. But we'll get into all that. We'll get into all that. How blacks are being treated in the Ukraine. Putin threatens to use nuclear powers. He has his nuclear powers on standby right now. We're going to talk about that as well, because if you don't know what that means. And then, of course, the woman that was found shot dead in the soldier's vehicle. That's the wrap up of our morning thoughts this morning. All right. Let me jump back to the top of this and go right into bigging up some people this morning because we're running kind of late, so we don't have no time to tarry. We have to get on task. Big up Carrie Ann Jones, first one in the building this morning. Carrie Ann, thank you for being here. Miss Goldie Robinson is here. Thank you for being here. Good morning, SouFLo and the family. Up, 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 and blessings. So Fine is in the building this morning. So Fine says up, up, up. Asarin Odetta is here. Teresa Lewis is here. Ox. Ox out your gal is here this morning. Hey, Oxford Gal is here this morning. Doc 65 is in the building this morning. Lisa Marie Chin King is here. Kai Tai Jai Empress is here this morning. Dre Bell is here. DB there. VB721's in the building. Sandra Clark is here. Rosalind Smichael is here. Lewin Miller Jr. is here. And Lisa Watkins, Teresa Lewis, Charma the Star is here. Psychedelic Rasta there. Selena Psychedelic Rasta. Selena Alvarez Mackenzie is here. Did y'all see Sizzla Kalonji's performance with a live orchestra? That thing was fire. Man, reggae has so many. Yo, one of the greatest that ever lived, okay? That ever done it. It's still here in the flesh. We have to go give him props while he's here and don't wait till him pass like Bob Marley to talk about he's the greatest or one of the greatest. But on a whole other topic, Janet Stewart's in the building this morning. Jet Shelley is here. Big up yourself, Jet Shelley. Thank you for being here. Sharika Porter is here. Marilyn Grant, Christine Simpson, Karen Mason is here. Novelet Senior is in the building. And Senior Sexy. That name is starting to become one of my favorites. Senior Sexy is in the building. Whoever name I did not call this morning, please understand that it's manners and respect, all right? Craig Bailey are there, right? Florizel Watkins there, and all my people are here. D-Mac in the building, Morning Fam, Junior Scarlett is here, and so on and so forth. Big up on yourself, Darren Brandon. Thank you for being here. Let's get right into the topic. So where do we start this morning? Do we start out with the dead woman in the soldier's car, or do we start out with black folks not being able to leave the Ukraine because of their skin color? Where do we start? It's up to you. You know how we do this every morning already. You say go, you point in the direction, and I head that way. Dead girl? All right. Dead girl, dead girl. Let me sip some tea. I'm drinking some bitter Cersei this morning. For the past couple of days, I've been having some sneezing. Then the sneezing kind of minimized to almost nothing. But my nose is still stuffy and stuff. So, you know, I'm dropping my Cersei. Hi, SouFLo. Ukraine. Dead woman, Ukraine. Soldiers, hi. Ukraine, dead girl, dead girl, dead girl, dead girl, dead girl, dead girl, dead woman, dead woman, dead woman, dead woman, dead girl, dead girl, dead girl, Ukraine, dead girl. Dead girl it is first. All right. Now, the Ukraine thing is going to be pretty extensive. And I might even stir up some, you know, go already. People be in their feelings when you tell them the truth, but that's just how it is. My granny used to say the truth is the truth, and it's no offense, baby, but it offends people. So, anyways, woman's body found in soldier's car. Let me go through this first and then give my piece on this. So, the Jamaica Defense Force, or JDF, says that it is supporting a police probe into the death of a woman whose body was found last night in a soldier's car. Under what conditions, you may ask? The woman had been shot multiple times and was riding in the soldier car, shot, dead, multiple gunshots. The incident happened in St. Andrews Central Division. Further details were not immediately available. However, the JDF, or Jamaica Defense Force, has confirmed that the car in which the woman was found is registered to a member of the Army, and they said that we are assisting them in their investigations at this point. That's not the one that me want to read to you. There's one that says that the car crashed up and mash up, and a big accident happened, and it was through the accident. That they, you know, came to the scene, and when they came to the scene, they saw this dead girl who bust out. I think she bust out the side window or the windshield or something like that. So a woman was pronounced dead at the hospital. The incident happened on Claridonia Avenue in Crossroads, St. Andrew. We are speaking to him, the JDF officer, ascertaining the circumstances of the incident, said Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbeth, who heads the St. Andrew Central Police Division. But the soldier is not in custody. This is what Nesbeth told the Gleaner on Saturday, that soldier is not even in custody. We're speaking to him, though. He said that from all indication, the soldier would have been at the location, so the police are asking him some questions. The JDF has said that it is cooperating with the police in trying to figure out what happened. Boy, we don't know. PJ, the original, says we have to wait for more info before the speculation is given. Curly says these guys have lost their marbles. Why all this violence following them everywhere they go? I don't know if you don't know it, but a JDF officer, soldier, just got caught in the JFK airport transporting drugs from Montego Bay to the United States of America. But we're not gonna talk about him this morning. May I wait for more to come out on that one, and then we go into that. But anyhow, chapter 1 says, no need for any ball by ball commentary squaddy. The soldier brother no work for Maddens, and he is not Sam Isaacs. How ta-da. Madden is a dead people's home, right? Or a morgue. This is where the bodies go. So this person is being sarcastic and saying the soldier does not work for the morgue, right? So, or Sam Isaacs, funeral homes. So what is he doing with a dead body in his vehicle? Never mind that she was shot multiple times. But I realize how everybody is like, we have to wait for more to come out first. We don't really know what's going on here. How you know? Jesus sweet. One person says sweet Jesus. The next person says, how you know say Jesus sweet? Chapter 1 says, that was a song which was drilled into our heads as children, causing us to be most endearing to the blonde-haired, blue-eyed white man. Jesus is sweet. All right. Why do Jamaicans always do that? They always go off into arguing about religion, even when there's a topic that is more serious at hand, which is the dead woman in the soldier vehicle. The saint says, so, is this another woman that was killed by her lover? I hope it is not so. What does love mean to these people? Having a sex partner does not translate to love. I hope you know that, right? Or does it? And then, of course, there's another article. This one is out of the Gleaner. And then do you notice how vague the Gleaner is? Come on, man. You're doing investigative journalism. See? And this is the most you could come up with. They can't tell you the soldier's name. All they can tell you is vehicle crash, body found in it with soldier riding in it. Soldier was driving the vehicle. Why didn't they say that? Soldier was driving the vehicle. Soldier was at the scene of the crime where the vehicle crashed. Body shot up. A female body was in it that was shot multiple times. And they're not saying all that. So that's the Gleaner. And then you have another publication, which I believe was the Observer or the Star. One of them said, soldier and his partner, or partner of a soldier, found dead in his vehicle. See? I wonder how they're going to spin this, because he's not in custody. He's not in custody. Now, may I tell y'all before that I do have a special place for soldiers. As y'all know, I myself served as a soldier for a decade. Not only that, my father is a career soldier as well. My grandfather, his father, is a career JCF officer, which is, Jamaica Constabulary Force Police. So law enforcement kind of runs in my blood, runs in my family kind of thing. But justice is justice and fair is fair, right? So I'm not going to come out here and be like, we kind of take care of each other, because we do. We kind of take care of each other. So, when cover up for one, and then we'll deal with the rest behind the scenes. However, this right here is just blatant, man. This can't be hidden. Nina Sky, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This cannot be hidden. Woman found in soldier's car, and that's all they give you. Accident happened. They told where the accident happened. There's another article that described how the woman was found. Car cracked up. What it sounds to me like is something happened where man pull him gun, full of woman have multiple gunshot. I don't know what happened or what transpired. I'm theorizing, right? And car swing out of control. I've seen couples fight in cars before, right? Man, I try to get him phone back, and she try to take the phone, and she grab the steering wheel. He crash this enough. He crash this. Give me the phone. Me see the girl on the phone. Give me the phone. And he's like, yo, mama, easy yourself, no man. Mama, easy nothing. Right? And them start fight while driving. car crash. She get gunshot, multiple gunshots. She's in the car. Soldier come out of the car and walk her from the crash car, knowing that he just killed her in the car. And of course, police is on the way to the scene because a big crash just happened. Oh, car is here. That's the police car, isn't it? Run the tag. Okay, where him there? And not him that over there, so. That's it. So how the hell did he get to walk home? When to jump out and catch a cab and go home, and then start taking questions from the sanctuary of his, or the privacy of his home? I'm trying to figure out like how this one went. And then this is somebody's daughter, and the way how they advertised, not advertised, but the way how they reported this was unknown female. I seen one media house says an unknown female found shot to death in soldier's car. Bitter source. Unknown female shot to death in soldier. So if y'all heard this news and it was about me, God forbid, don't make this ever happen in my life, please. But unknown female found shot to death in SouFLoTV's truck, or SouFLoTV's car. What's the first thing you would theorize? Unknown female? What, somebody was trying to set him up and shoot her up and throw her in her car? You know, I'm thinking one way they could spin this. I'm not giving nobody no excuse. You know, I said at one point in life that I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I found out, you know, we were raised in a Bible thing. So when them say, woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors, and me go research why and find out enough lawyers to represent wicked people. And that's how you make your living. That's how you make a lot of money, by representing powerful people who are wicked. See, because them have the money. Them just need you to manipulate the law to keep them free to continue their wickedness. And I say I can't do that. That's in my righteous days. Right now, I'm a ton of liar. But anyhow, this is what I'm theorizing could be said to get him off the hook. He was not at the scene. Who's gonna say he was at the scene? His car was found at the scene. His car was stolen. Somebody stole my vehicle, went and did a murder with it, and ended up in an accident as they were trying to get away. I was notified because I was at home getting ready to go for work. My client was at home getting ready for work, getting ready to go report to upper camp after a long weekend, and he got a notification that his vehicle was at the scene of an accident. And then later on, we heard that there was a dead person in it. He wasn't there. That's it. All of my silence is one person, and it's the officer who actually did see him. If a JCF officer, Jamaica Constabulary Force officer, police did see him, all of my do silence are one person there that gone through clear. Right? Or we were driving in a vehicle and along came somebody riding on a motorcycle with a pillar and somebody on the back, and the guy on the back reached over like this and fired into the vehicle and shoot her up. And I crashed the vehicle trying to get away, stuff like that. But of course, that's too tricky because they're going to ask, so was the window up or down? Because a gunshot would have shattered the window. You're driving, they're moving. She was shot 7 times. How come all 7 hit her body and none hit the outside of the vehicle? You have to go think about the lie good. But I'm willing to bet that they can make this one go away. But I find it suspicious. I find it very funny. I find it very, very, very funny. What do you theorize happened here? Remember, I know. If I did your sister, or if I always look at stuff like this too. If it was my daughter, if it was my sister, if it was a female family member of mine, I would have want some answers. I wouldn't want her to be on front page news as unknown female found dead in soldier, shot to death in soldier's vehicle, and that's it. I would have want to know something else. And I'm sure her people knows who she is right now, and they want to know what happened to her. So you're going to have people who work for the system that's trying to cover up their cronies that do work for the system with them. It's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood. And once you in that brotherhood, that's why shout out to my soldier and police them when I say big up the good squad of them. But I've been on the inside. I know what entails what. All right. I know about that. Keep your mouth shut. Some things you can never say. You're going to have to take that to the grave. Sometimes you just have to act like I didn't see it. I'm one of the good ones though, but I didn't see it. And some people will argue and say, Well, if you saw it and you didn't say anything about it, you're not one of the good ones. And they will argue back and say, I didn't do it. I saw something that looked like that was, and I turned the next way because I didn't want to be involved, right? And that's how them clear them conscience. That's how I cleared my conscience. That's how a lot of others in there now in uniform are clearing their conscience. It's not that you didn't see nothing, it's that you can't say nothing. See? And it's kind of like if you think about sorority, fraternities, that's what it is. It's a fraternity, it's a sorority, it's a brotherhood, a sisterhood. Same like how you would have looked to some secret organization, something. That's exactly what it is. You know, what do y'all theorize happened in this incident? I know we need more information, but they're not forthcoming with the more information. They were fighting. Lady Tia Pop's girl says they were fighting in the car, and he shot her several times in her belly and then tried to dump her body. See it there? That sounds more like what that was to me. Them did a fight and crash the car, right? What if him a clean up for the bigger head? He would have done it more better than that. If he was cleaning up for a bigger head, he would have done it better. It would have been done. I think that it would have been done better than that. It wouldn't have been no crash. It wouldn't have been no. The crash tells me, and the fact that they're not saying who she is to the soldier, it's like some strange woman just end up dead in your car, so while you were driving and crash your vehicle, and no media house is willing to say that's his spouse, that's his living girlfriend, that's his. I can't find the article, but my memory is good because they described her, how they found her. She had on some jeans. She had on 1 foot of Nike's shoes, sneakers, because the other foot gone. She had on, they describe what she was wearing and everything, but they won't describe what the relationship was to the soldier. It's crazy. Crazy. She is my cousin's daughter. See? Lady Tia, talk to it. She is your cousin's daughter. Wait there. Come here. Let me go back up. Lady Tia, she's your cousin's daughter. Okay, so your summary of what just happened. I guess. Are you guessing, or is that the talk in your family? That's what happened. Because to the audience, family knows more than we do. Sometimes family is like, yes, a long time we'll tell her if we left him because he's very abusive. We know something like that would have happened. So I'm trying to find out from her if that was just a guess, a theory, like mine was. Him find her on the road suffering from gunshot wounds and crash while taking her to the hospital. Yeah, that if that's the case, he could have came out and said, hey, I found her on the road suffering from gunshot wounds. And as a soldier, my duty is to the citizens of the country. I was trying to rescue her. I'm speeding to the hospital and end up crashing some mad driver on the road and take it from there and let that go. There's too much secrecy going on here. He is not in custody. Them can't find him. They're speaking to him from some unknown something. Like, no, that's what I was told last night, she said. Dare I ask, told by who? Family members? Family members tell you that? Family members, friends, people that know them, kind of thing? The mark of the beast upon us, 666. Don't take it, please. Boy, don't believe any of that. He was trying to dump our body and he is in custody. He is in custody? Okay. Because I'm reading right here that says, as of Saturday afternoon, he was not in custody. As of Saturday evening, according to the Jamaica Gleaner, he was not in custody. So, Sunday happened and then this is Monday morning. So, of course, he could have been placed in custody after. So, him shoot her up and was trying to dump her body. So, why are they not putting it together? You know what? Hold on. I have one trusted source that I go to. I don't like to reveal all of my sources, and I'm not gonna find it on this one. Why would they not reveal that though? Man charged with murder, female of Grace Kennedy, driver. Boy, they wilding now. Man, listen. Jamaica, okay. Why them see our next pretty one, yeah? Dead. Shot in the head and killed in Trelawney just now. So, why? You know, somebody said to me yesterday, say, why don't we use our platforms to talk about the violence that's going on in Jamaica towards females? And I said we've done enough of that. But hear this, it's a kind of callous answer. I said we've done enough of that, but a lot of these females, what I'm finding out is that women are also involved in a lot of these cases. If they're not directly involved in the plot, they are involved in the cover up. They're involved in the helping to hide the murderers kind of thing. They're involved in somebody is washing his bloody clothes, as they would say. Somebody is hiding him somewhere and providing an alibi for him that committed the act, so on and so forth. So women are heavily involved. I think he killed her. SouFLo reports are instructed on what to report and what not to report. Yes, I am very aware of that. Um, Katie Ray A. I'm very aware of that. I'm very aware that reporters are instructed on what to and not to report. This is why I said that it's a cover up. Obviously, because if I was a reporter and nobody, okay, I'm somebody that nobody instructs on what to report, right? So listen to the kind of questions that I'm asking, and then ask yourself, why are these questions not being answered or attended to in the media in Jamaica? Right? So I'm very aware that they're told what to say, and you know they have to go along with the agenda. If you work for the Star will tell you what to say. No, you can't say that, or you have to say it this way, or you have to say this, or you have to say that. See, allegedly, the fact that reporters are told what to say, there's no alleged about that. That's a fact. We've seen reporters go off script, for instance, in the US many times, and then they get taken off the air or they no longer work with the company, they fire them or something. So you have to fall in line. It's just like you can't, even if y'all got Burger King go work or flip burgers, you can't go in there and say, I'm going to make the Whopper. I want to make it today, my way today. So take out all of this, put in little of that. Let's try some guacamole in it for a change. And you can't do that. You have to stick to the script, right? Anytime you go off course and start making their stuff different from how you've been instructed to, you're fired. So at the same thing, working with the news media houses, you're told what to say. You're told what not to say. You're told what questions to ask if you ever do an interview and what questions to stay away from. Don't ask him this. Make sure you ask him this, right? Why they need to check out these police and soldiers' background. I believe some of them are dirty. That's a fact. That's not no believe either. That's a fact. But in this particular case right here, I'm just weirded out at the fact that they did not mention what her relationship was to him. A foreign media, I read this, and I'm going through all the media houses to find it and all the gossip sites and everywhere, and I'm combining sense and nonsense and trying to make sense out of it. And it's not making any sense to me. Why would none of them report that she was his common law or his girlfriend or they were in a romantic relationship or not even a hint of? They just did her like it's some strange body that just appeared in this soldier's vehicle. That's what I'm talking about right there. And from that language there, I'm like, yeah, this is a cover up. Obviously a cover up. How they're going to spin it now to get him out of it will be what comes out. Let's see. All right. So with that said, we're not going to spend any more on that. I just want y'all to be aware of that, and I want them to be aware that we are aware of it in that manner. The questions that we're asking. I know for a fact that certain people tune in, listen, and all that because them send me copyright infringement all the time and all these things, right? And we talk or we have spoken. So I know. So they will now know that us out here, the broader audience, is paying attention to this case in particular. And we're asking the questions that they need to be asking. Investigative journalism, they are held to a higher standard. If you are the news publication for an entire country, you are held to a higher standard. Me a vlogger boy, SouFLo, right? And that them reduce me to, so that's what I do. But ask those questions that we asking. Let's move on, right? And talk about my condolences though, man, before we just let's move on. She wasn't garbage. She wasn't a nobody. This is somebody's daughter. I don't know what happened, right? I don't know what she is guilty of or not guilty of. I'm just gonna say it's sad as hell to be found in that condition. I'm sure she never expect her life to end like that. And my condolences goes out to her family members that are mourning her death because somebody somewhere loved her and cared about her. And I'm probably pretty sure of that. Moving right along. If her shoe was missing, she was moved. One foot of the shoes was missing according to one of the reports. She had on one foot of Nike, Air Nike shoes for one foot, and the other one had no shoes on it. Y'all could do the math to all this and figure out. All right, so Jamaicans trapped in Ukraine. Why did Jamaicans go to the Ukraine in the first place? A lot of people don't know, and they were there for schooling, right? They were there for schooling. I read an article yesterday out of Jamaica that says to do medical school in Jamaica, the cost is about 28,000 US dollars per year. See? There are subsidies though from the Jamaican government that could reduce that 28,000 US dollars per year to about 5,300 to 5,800 US dollars per year. That's a big reduction. When I saw that, I said, damn, big up to Jamaica for that. If you can actually offer me something that would reduce my tuition from 28,000. Remember, I know a school, you're going to school to be a doctor. Everybody knows that that's expensive. See? 28,000 US per year. The average Jamaican cannot afford that. That's not an ask me, I tell you. The average one we are foreign can't afford that. 28,000 US a year. That's somebody's whole salary, right? For the whole year, working a 9 to 5. Now, if there's something in place, which I found out that there is, that reduces that. It's about 5,300 to 5,800 Jamaican dollars a year. But get this, in the Ukraine, they go to medical school there for about $3,500, something like that, right? So 5,300 to 5,800 in Jamaica versus about 3,500 in the Ukraine. I'm roughly doing the math at there's about a $2,000 difference, providing you can get the incentives in Jamaica, because they're not just gonna dash that out to everybody. That's just how Jamaica works. You have to have the links and you have to have the know the who is who, and somebody have to co-sign you and bring you into this and that and that and other for you to get that incentive that would reduce your tuition from 28,000 US dollars annually to only 5,000 and change. That's not going for everybody. That's not going for everybody. So they go over to the Ukraine, where medical school is 3,000 and something US a year. Now here's the thing. They're over there getting an education, right? I did not know that if I became a doctor in the Ukraine, that I could come practice in Jamaica, or I can practice in other parts of the world. I have seen people leave their country as doctors and come to the US and had to work menial jobs and start school all over again because their accreditations from their country was not recognized when they got here. So all that details I have not worked out yet, to my understanding. Obviously it's valid, else they wouldn't be doing it. And I know my Jamaican people, they're smart, so they're gonna do their research and make sure, say, yes, it's valid. I can transfer this over to somewhere else and work there as a doctor. Students go to different countries to study all the time. Other countries got their students out of Ukraine. Why didn't Jamaica and Africa do the same? What other countries got their students out of Ukraine? You said other countries got their students out of Ukraine. What other countries got their students out of Ukraine? Because from what I understand, Russia gave a whole lot of warning that they were coming. Everybody was calling Russia's bluff. That's what it is. I remember reading an article from a Jamaican student who was over there studying to be a doctor, and I remember his language, and I said it. I said, there won't be any school for you to do no final project in. Y'all remember me saying that? There would be no school for you to do no final project in. He talking about he can't leave. They got warning like a week and a half ahead. India got their people out. They didn't get no people out. Those people left. They were given a warning and they left. Getting your people out would mean you would provide transportation and provide finances and a way for them to get out. Their countries didn't do that. Their countries told them that shit's about to hit the fan, you need to leave. They listened and they left. The Jamaican them said, I can't leave right now here, so because we have this project coming up. His language was he has this project coming up that has to do with his schooling, and he has to finish up that project here on Eternity and stuff. And I said, well, when bombs start dropping and bullets start flying, where are you going to turn this in at? There might not even be an institution, a school for you to go turn it in. I think you need to think about your safety first. See that? Jamaicans trapped in Ukraine. Jamaicans are trapped in, get them out. Andrew, you're wicked. You need to get them out. You're wicked. Listen, man, I give props where props is due. I hear some people are saying, oh, Andrew need to create a way to go get them out. What do you need to do? Sending special forces units and they fight like this is Delta Force. They fight against the Russians and go in there and extract the Jamaicans and land them safely in Jamaica. Delusional. Delusional. I specifically said you need to get out because there might not be an institution for you to attend or even turn your project into. Whoever did not listen to me back then can remember me saying that. And look, shit hit the fan. Because you know why I knew it was going to happen? Because Putin he's not bluffing. He's not the type of person to bluff. See? Him talk, and then him step on it. And it's the right time for him to be doing it too. In other words, his homie is out of office. And the person who is in office is not who they really wanted in office here. So let me step on your corner and see what y'all gonna do. Hey boy, Jojo, step on your corner. You're brave, but Jojo ain't brave. Jojo's like, we're sending troops. We're gonna fight you. And then Putin said, yeah, come on, bring it. And then Jojo said, hold on there. Send about 10,000, but hold them back in our corner over there. So in the meantime, we're gonna instate these sanctions and we're gonna lock up their money. And we're gonna, God no. If you did that, my friend, we wouldn't want you as my friend in this. The US and Russia, and I'm not egging on war, but the US and Ukraine are supposed to be allies, right? The Ukraine is getting pummeled. If me and you are friends and we have a deal, say, yo, we are go tonight, go party and thing. Any boy jump on you, me I jump in, kind of fight, we go out to fight. And you said the same thing, vice versa. Anybody jump. And then now I'm watching you over there pump getting this. And I'm like, why am I sending some sanctions? Hey, security. Oh, he hit him again. He hit him again. Security. But you're not jumping in. We're not jumping in, right? Now, mind you, I told you about how we operate, like covert operations, special forces on the ground. They move, you know, in a way where it's not necessarily publicized, but as far as they need side-by-side help right now. See, and they're not getting that. They're pretty much fighting it on their own. I seen even their model, one of their Miss Universe, Miss World, something that represented. Me look on her, I said I couldn't want Jamaican woman that because Jamaica gone long time. Coming to invade where? I girl take off her makeup and put her hair up in a one and put on some war clothes and pick up a big rifle and say she's ready. The boxer brothers, one was a world champion at one point. He's into politics there as well. Couple of rich, wealthy Ukrainians that could have flown out of the country. The US offered their president or prime minister, whichever one they go under over there, they offered him an evacuation. The man said, I don't need no evacuation. I need bullets. I'm staying right here and fighting with my soldiers. So, so what does that tell you? It tells you that Joe would be a no-show had it been the other way around, like on American soil. They're looking for an evacuation. We, the people, would have to stand up and fight for itself because that's where we would have been left with. But they would have been like, who can run will run. Ah, Jungle Jesus is too early. Watch them, man. Our Jamaicans trapped there. We still haven't gotten to the part about the Africans yet because I saw the videos. There are a couple of video clips that are online, and one of them may I watch, and I watch when the lady, the girl, I don't know if it's a Ukrainian or whatever soldier. I seen a white man grab a woman by her neck, a black woman by her neck like this, and throw her off of the steps of the, was it a train they were trying to board or something? And then chuck her by her neck off. He was like, yeah, like go over there, so all of y'all go that side, and somebody is translating and saying they're saying no blacks allowed on here. I don't speak the language, so I don't know. I went to Dr. Heavenly's site. I went to a bunch of other people's site, credible people who have confirmed that that is exactly what they were saying. They were saying that none of the Africans were allowed to board their vehicle to leave. They're taking care of their own first. Well, I expect. You know what these people are saying right now? Oh, so you come over here for our $3,500 medical school, right? And you're gonna what? Soak up all our resources and then do what? Take your black ass back to your country and develop it more and live. But now we're being attacked. You're running. You're the first. You think you're in, and you think we're going to put you first? No, we're trying to get our women and our children to safety first, and the elderly men, because them done lay down law that men between the ages of 16 and must be 60 or something like that, they're not allowed to leave. Them man, they just roll up some cigarette and start clean them rifle and everything and get ready to go. They good, they in it. There's no running around them non ball. They're trying to get the women out. You thought they were gonna put you first, huh? They love us. Them's my people, sir. Yes, master, them's my people. You ain't my people. SouFLo, them's my people. They gonna make sure we get out of there. Okay. Okay. You keep telling yourself that these fantasy things. I see somebody tell me about SouFLo, stop using your platform to spread hate. It's called awareness, buddy. It's called awareness. Why is it that when time we say we love us, it's remixed as hate for others? I don't hate nobody. I love everybody. It's my duty to awaken some of my sleeping people, though, to let them know that, hey, ain't nobody putting you before them. So stop, stop believing that someone's put, yes, hate. The person used the word hate. Stop using your platform to promote hate. You should instead be using your platform to put pressure on the exact comment was, let me see. You should be using your platform to actually put pressure on some of these governments so they can mention in a comment, SouFLo, I'm not much of a keyboard warrior, so I'm not going to see. And then they go into this keyboard warrior thing. But anyhow, I should be using my platform to put pressure on the government to do better in the country so that their citizens won't have to flee to other countries for a better life. How long have I been doing that? Huh? How long have I been doing that? I mean, what kind of pressure me can put besides talking about it and hoping that more people in the world see it? I've told people in Jamaica before that majority of Jamaicans actually worship the people that they vote in to be their leaders. They worship them as a person. They don't give two damn about if they perform the job that they were elected to do. They worship the person. That's why I said also that it's going to be hard to beat Andrew in any other upcoming election for some time to come until somebody else is trending. You have to go put on some clocks, brother. You have to go listen to some dancehall music. You have to go appeal to the new generation and get the college university student them and the age group of 25 and below for roll out in numbers when time election come. You have to go be hip and happening. You have to go dye up all your gray hair. Them and I'm trying to get them ready for this, but they're not ready. They're not listening to me. You see me? If it ain't trending, hip and happening, they're not on it. They're not on it. I've been doing this. I've said this multiple times. Why is it that every time we get sick or injured or need help, we have to GoFundMe or beg people foreign for some money for help with, or if we're lucky enough, we get flown out to a foreign country, more likely the US, somewhere to go get the medical attention that we need. It's not that we don't have bright Jamaicans, the minds that can do all these surgeries that are required and all these things. We don't have the resources. Well, rotted. How come we don't have the resources when there's hundreds of millions and billions of dollars that is being used in Jamaica to build up this hotel, build up that the complex there, build up this pretty this, fix how much road around there so oh the queen is coming, fix the whole pave off the whole over there so and beautify the scene, go way down to so like we sit here and watch all this happen and we don't put no pressure upon them. And then when time pressure hits us, then we want to talk that talk, right? They're good. They're good. If Andrew Holness gets sick today, and it's in a, don't y'all notice where Edward Siaga went when it was time for him to check out, and when his situation got serious where he needed proper medical care and attention? Did he stay in Jamaica? No, he didn't. And that's a testament to the system that we have in place in Jamaica. If your leaders have to run away from it to go get help somewhere else, that means that crap ain't good enough for the people even. But tell the people them that them want to kill me, same one. Why you always make Jamaica look bad? You always a big up foreign and go on like them better than we. And y'all not listening to me or what? The same people will come and tell me, stop using your platform to promote hate and use it to, you see what's going on right here? Let me break it down for you. What's going on right here? Stop using your platform to promote hate. Full stop. What they're doing is, yes, master. Them's my people. You ain't my people, SouFLo. So I feel the need immediately to defend people that I'm not even attacking. If I tell you that these people will never put you before them, it's just facts. It's just facts. A lot of them don't like you. I've been amongst for quite some time. A lot of them just don't like you. So when we're gonna face that, and then war break out in them country, and you that they soak up them resources, that's what you're there doing. You didn't go there because you brought them something valuable that they can use to better themselves. Don't you think their citizens look at you and see that? You came there to take. And now that I'm in trouble, it's like you come eat at my yard. I'm gonna take my time, man. Me grate up. Me not give you no coconut milk in the rice and peas out of no can. Me go pick coconut and bust it up in and hooks it out and grate it and give you proper coconut juice and something. Me make you good food, the sour sap juice over there. So your rice and peas cooked down in your coconut milk and your, you know, me I say, what you wanted today? You wanted some brown stew chicken, or you like it like you like the carrots big and everything. Okay, me do that in there. And you eat nice and you're living in my house good and you take all the benefits. And now man want to come fight me off in my house and hear you. I'm out of here. I'm gone, left me. Don't you think they're looking at us like that? They're looking at us like that. So when you see them pushing back black people and telling them, you go that way, you can't get on the train now, and chuck the woman by her neck. So one of the women had a little baby with her, right? And they moved the ass out the way like this. You go over this, sir. I have to laugh. And now they're complaining. Man, come on, man. We have to do better than this. I don't know why we stay living in this fantasy world. Everybody is holding hands. It's kumbaya. The breeze is blowing. It's a natural mystic. You can feel it in the air, like Bob Marley said. And it's all good and it's love. It's love, my brother. It's like, no, it's not. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. And I'm not preaching no hate towards anybody. I love people. I love all people, right? I just want my people to wake up. Seeing? Yes, Alencia Smith. We're not. We're not. But I realize that anytime you come along and you tell the truth and you try to wake up some of your own, that the guns get turned on you from the very same people that you're trying to help and try to wake up. I'm now a lot of Jamaicans' enemy. Well, them hate me for a long time, enough of them. A boy that chat too much, I can't stand him. And I know what kind of mentality that comes from. So that person right there wasn't somebody I was preaching to them, hoping to, turn on a light in that darkness, but the chances were slim. So half of the time I'm out here preaching to the church and the choir, as they would say, supposing that everybody in the church and the choir is good already and knows all these things already. Story of Garvey life, story of every leader life that ever came to rescue. That's how just so it go. So it go. Them so ignorant they will kill you, even though you're trying to rescue them. And again, that's the reason why when people say, SouFLo, why don't you give up your US citizenship and go to Jamaica and get into politics? You talk a lot, but be boots on the ground. Be there in person. Me? Some people them can end up fatherless. Eh? I mean, they might end up fatherless regardless, but not right now, not on my watch, not by my choice. It's hard speaking to people. I feel bad what they're doing. Veronica Gale, I appreciate you. Thank you. I feel bad what they're doing, and it's based on skin color. So I went over to Dr. Heavenly's side. Dr. Heavenly said, yes, they have people over there, and they have been told that it's not happening to just Africans. It's happening to anybody that carries a certain skin tone. That's what you're being used to judge, because they don't go around and they don't go around and say, pull out your papers, let me see. Oh, you're Jamaican, okay, you're good to go. You can go that way. Get on the train and okay, pull out yours. Oh, you're African, okay, you stay over there. You can't board yet. They're just going by skin tone. So you have Indian people that has the same descriptive characteristics, right? And you have others that have the same descriptive characteristics. They are muting you, bro. People tend to hate what they can't emulate. No sound. So here we are with the no sound thing again. Tiggle, toggle, wiggle, woggle with the damn thing, and hopefully it'll work. Let me plug my sound out and plug it back in. Can you hear me? No sound? No sound? Somebody says it sounds fine. Another person says it sounds underwater, deep. Okay, let's plug this back in and see. How we sounding now? Loud and clear? All right. Good. Yeah, I want y'all to understand. And Putin is threatening nuclear war, has them on standby. He issued a threat that said anybody that intervenes with Russia's military takeover of the Ukraine will be hit with stuff they have never witnessed in history. That's a big old threat, boy. I would think by now they would be flying over wherever his location is and just carpet bombing it. I mean, that's what they do to the Middle Eastern leaders of, like, say, the Taliban or this or that. You know, they got some stuff that's called bunker busters. Y'all ever heard of bunker busters? Are you familiar with bunker busters? Them things fall from the air and they drill when they come down. And they drill, and when they hit the ground, they drill and go in, drill way down. That's for people who are hiding way underground tunnels. And when it reach a certain level down, it explodes under the ground. Boom! Kill up everything down there. On the nuclear thing, I said earlier, Putin is not the type to bluff. That's why I knew it was coming. If you study his background, you will know what he was before all this. When you say James Bond movie and them something there and espionage and top line spy and this and that, the man that actually lived them life there already, right? Highly trained individual he is, and probably kind of chip off up yourself when I'm ready. Not only that, some of these people are feeling yes, right there. I see it in the comment section. Some of you know, some of these people are here looking at life differently from the rest of us. They might look at life like this. We all die one day. So how are you going to live on forever in infamy, in history? How are you going to set things a certain way that your name is mentioned forever? Them not care about the consequences of, oh, you're going to lose your parents or your mom or your daddy, your brother, your sister or whatever, or your whole family are going to get wiped out. They don't care about all that. So when he threatens nuclear, I'm sitting back like this. Because anyhow them go so, beep, and touch that, guess what that's gonna do? It's gonna cause everybody else who have that to have to use it. Nuclear doesn't just go bloom and it's directed and hit one spot and that's it. You're talking about catastrophic damage that's gonna be done for thousands of miles. That's gonna force me to have to use mine too, even though me and you not in no war. And then we're gonna be in a war. And then whoever survive, and who don't. So it's kind of a panicky thing. But if they really want, did y'all hear the piece, that piece of note that Bob Marley speaking? And he was talking about the he was talking about the eagle and the dragon. And the bear. Yeah, that talk about the eagle and the bear, right? Read between my lines. He was talking about the eagle and the bear, Bob was. If y'all heard that, then you know that this been going on. Seeing? I don't think he can hit no nuclear nothing, because he would be wiping out himself and others like him and his. But like I said, these people get all egotistical and they want to make their place in history and the greatest this that you've ever seen and all that grandiose delusion, and and they go off like that, and we the people pay the consequences, whether you're black or white. Like Michael Jackson said, it doesn't matter, because you're a pawn in the grand scheme of things. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens with this one. I don't think it's gonna go nuclear. I don't think so. But if it does, I love you. And all the girl them that did like me, I want you. I'm trying to go out banging, literally. What else can you do? What else can we do? Listen, I don't want nobody come to my thing and then leave and be like, oh my God, it's gonna be the end and we're gonna all die. Just panic out and freak. Go and live your life here, man. Take care of your family, take care of yourself, take care of your health. And mad people are gonna do what mad people do. And we're gonna do what we do, which is survive. We've always survived. And we will continue to do that. See? A lot of it's serious. It's more serious than we're giving, though, in the Ukraine right now. I got the numbers here that says that over 4,000 and something Ukrainian soldiers have actually been killed so far. I'm not there on the ground to verify it, but if them lose over 4,000 soldiers already, that means that things turn up. things turn up. There's a hectic war that was going on between the US and Iraq and Afghanistan, and we didn't lose 4,000. So on either side. So 4,000 in like 1 week. That's deep. They're going in. They are going in. Let's take a call this morning. I didn't even see my phone ringing. Why is it not ringing? Live on the air. Good morning. Hello?
Hey,
Live
I'm
on the air.
going to the house.
What, brother? There, no. What about? You know, so
Yep,
my
we
phone
catch you this
not
morning,
ring.
blood.
You notice the phone not ring though.
You know, man, my sister nah ring, man. Let me not watch the thing, man.
See?
Well, I'm tell you, morning to everybody first, but you have one though.
Talk to her now.
At the outrage and the thing that me I see, I go out for the internet that me I pray.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody and their mama, I make video and I pray and all them something there. Listen, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Low white and white crime alone, you know? I'm gonna sit down. Yeah, man, low white and white crime. Every day me own a complain about black and black crime. First of all, so black and black crime can't even match up to them boy white and white crime, daddy.
Well, it's well, yes, sir, we don't have no place in this.
We don't have no place in this. We low white people and them problem alone, daddy.
Tell them already, man.
Yeah, man, leave white people and them problem and only they about pray every minute. Pray. First of all, we pray for yourself and I know me see no blessing that come for you about the about the one pray. Leave white and white crime alone. That's how I tell black people alone. Leave these things alone and go mind on no business.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to run that war. You don't ready to run that war. You don't want to prepare all the boy there. When they don't to big nose boy out of Jamaica, they need to go sit down now.
What I'm saying, he's on the side of Ukraine, and
yes.
Mr. Somalia said we will fight for Ukraine.
Bob Marley done I tell you them thing a long time and I tell about them two boy.
Nah, man, I see people if them hear the little excerpt that.
That a fear boy me I talk about where you there, you know.
Yeah, man.
And that boy there, you know. And look here. Every minute when I was one Jewish man overblows and skirt, when him Israel and Palestine, when I know them and Pakistan and Afghanistan and Iraq and them places, are the Jewish boy in Jagan, the boy are there. So remember now, you have the Jewish them from Israel, you know, and you have the Jewish them from Russia, you know. So that's why they name Russian Jewish, you know. People now look on the thing and I recognize, say, yo, I the same people over there. Because I used to work at one place where I have two different, one of them are working there. I work with the wife and I work with the husband and them sister. And one day the wife looked at me and I said to me, say, yo, like, she came by my first name and I said to me, say, yo, do you believe in these stories that they're teaching you? And I said, no, I don't believe in those stories. I free my mind before I came to this country, you know. And she said, yeah, whatever my sister is telling you to come to church on Sunday, it's a lie. That's her sister-in-law, but her sister-in-law is from Russia, because they're Russian Jews. And she said to me, say, yo, listen, I don't believe in this story. This story is a fairy tale story for grown-ups. That's the same thing she said to me. And I know she alone, I whole of them Jewish people that I work with. I work with them one big old company. We got one part about our weed with some of them one time today, and them see me and them come sit down and me and them a reason and them a show me say that even them father and I believe in this story. This story where we see on every day we go up when he a beg and to me it's begging.
Me see your calling, me soon answer.
Yeah, man. It's begging. So we need to leave these people and them problem alone and leave white and white crime alone. One of them about to now make TikTok and a pray. Load the people in business, man.
All in and up on the bandwagon, but here what? Me stand right with you with that one day here, sir.
Yeah, man, leave the people them, man.
We free up the line and make some more people calling, because them are calling now at the end of the show and thing.
Yeah, and then I know I'm just wake up and catch you, you know.
See?
I treat them, yeah, I'm calling right away. All right, my general.
Big up yourself, yeah?
Yeah, one.
Live on the air this morning. Good morning. Morning, my family. Welcome.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself. A long time I try call SouFLo so I can break down this thing. All right. Do you know the Vikings? SouFLo, the Vikings?
Yes.
All right. That's who were the ancestors of the Russians.
Right.
They first settled in Ukraine before they moved to the landmass that is called Russians. They are known as the Rus people. That's why they call the land Russia. They are the Vikings, but they used to settle in Ukraine first. Putin now, him have some billionaire friends called oligarchs.
Right.
Because Russia has the world's most billionaires live in Russia. Russia is a communist place, so the billionaires back the government, and the government is being backed by the billionaires, which are the oligarchs, right? Them want to capture back Ukraine. Ukraine is rich with resources, SouFLo. You can Google it. Them are top 10 in all of the natural resources in the world is in Ukraine. So Putin and them billionaire brethren, them want to capture back Ukraine. You understand what I'm going? Because that is them original motherland, basically, because remember me tell you the original Russians used to settle in Ukraine before they move over to Russia. So at that time, do brother, when them capture that they landed, China and North Korea are his allies. Guess who they're going to wage war on? America. All of us get shaken. So I feel a problem too. It is all problem as well. Because when Putin captures Ukraine and get empowered, China and North Korea is going to back him to wage war against America. So we all get shagged. So everybody who talk about make white man, their own problem is an ignorant asshole. You're ignorant. Anything what them do affect we.
Yes.
Idiot. I talk about white man, you're damn idiot. I mean this, no man, the pioneer, no pioneer, man.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself. You know what? One thing I like about you still, me understand from all angles. And like I said before, the all viewers, calls, the way them say them stuff and their opinions is not necessarily mine. Right? It's my duty though to facilitate a platform where a man can say what they want to say, woman can say what she needs to say, and then we find sense in it and out of it. So while you're talking, right? Shout out to the people. No, listen. Let me give you your props, man. Wait. While you're here and you're speaking, I have another computer screen right here that's open. So I look up as you're speaking. I'm doing research, right? Just some light research, and you're absolutely right about certain things.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Ukraine is a country with a very impressive list of strategic natural resources. Coal, oil, and natural gas. Iron and ore.
Titanium, magnesium,
iron, ore, magnesium, oil, natural gases. Yeah,
Once again, he's trying to capture a port where the Black Sea is, where 80% of export and import come. So that's why he wants to capture Ukraine. When him do that, it's going to empower Russia to fight against America. That is the bottom line point. He's being backed by billionaires. Russia has the world's most billionaires. You can Google it as well. He has $637 billion to fight this war. 637 billion would that be to fight the war? So them can sanction him all them want. Him still have $637 billion.
That's what me did say one time. Me said the US is up here like Joe talk about sanction and Putin is somewhere laughing and saying, so what?
Affect them.
So really and truly,
Switzerland is always neutral, so them can put their money in a Swiss bank account and it cannot be sanctioned. A Swiss bank account cannot be sanctioned by nobody because they're neutral, and that's why them have their money. over $700 billion. Do your research, sir.
So US now we are standing as I just bluff the US, I bluff them.
No, they're not bluffing because them need to sanction them. You understand? With all of the World Banks, which is the SWIFT.
Yeah, but
okay. SWIFT, yeah, man. Them have to do that for kind of loosen them power because them have whole heap of billions of dollars to back them so them have to do that. But how you counter that is open a Swiss bank account. That's where all of the mafia and everybody have their money. US can't touch it. Swiss bank account in Switzerland because Switzerland is neutral.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. People have to do their research and stop thinking with their heart and their feelings. Because this is not about your feelings, sir. It's about practicality and what actual fact. Do your research of history of those people. They are the Vikings from back in the days. They used to settle in Ukraine and they moved to the landmass, which is now called Russia. They are known as the Rus people. The Rus people. So that's why they named the landmass Russia. Do your research, man. They might try to capture that land to fight against America, brother. So that's why America have to step in. It's all of our problem. Not only pioneer, no pioneer. Big up yourself,
big up yourself, my brother.
You don't know I say I'm not plug.
Aye, one.
Yep.
Aye, saw. So okay, so me know a brother call you. Listen, bro, what? yeah, don't feed into the name calling that thing, please.
So,
all right,
yes, that hombre, but I really want to sit down and read with it because when he must say, yo, it affects him. And you own the country, brother.
Yeah, but
America and Russia are big dirty friend them. So stop letting the people them play with the brain. Our picnic them a sacrifice. Our picnic them a send our war or kill her.
Yeah.
Come like coronavirus never kill enough people, so now them are rapes war because them sister them definitely if one thing no work, another thing we have to come up with. When one thing no work for we need to work with another thing. So it seems like them want to come sacrifice. Black people stay away from the people them war. That's what I'm saying. You there talk about say, oh, jackass, bro, I'm a full war this. Lower the people them and them war make them war. If America and Russia war make them go war, I feel them problem that.
All right. So right now, I'm Switzerland. Right now, Switzerland.
Yeah, leave the people that make them go war. Because when you check out it, we them a send go war. When we join with them, our people them a go war. Our people them a sacrifice every day. When Bob Marley said, Buffalo soldier win the war for America, when did that say? What would this man say to you?
Yeah, are we in the fight?
Then now we gonna fight for them, man. Picking them a sacrifice, I would them out, picking them and sacrifice and send them in the dungeon, you know.
Yeah, man.
And the day them send for picking them and send them down and go kill them off, you know, man.
Yeah, man. True talk.
Lord, brother, you don't want no country, brother. You go sit down, brother. You have a little knowledge and we respect your knowledge, but don't go like you want to attack nobody. Because you want come from life one day, come from many of our cable and God's royal bloodline.
Put it in the comment section.
Come reason with me one day from my life.
Put your link in the comment section.
With me, you know. That's why you hear me reason all the time, and I'm having a whole heap of soldier with me there.
Put your link in the comment section, my lord.
Yeah, man. Don't say a word, man. Make him say about, but you don't own the country and make America war and destroy themselves. It's time for this evil boy to get destroyed. So make a wicked fight against them one. And stop make Russia and America chicken up. I'm come like Bob Marley done tell us the two man them a friend already. Stop going like you're a fool, brother.
Big up yourself.
Alright.
Why? Alright, so if I make the people themselves what them want to say. Here what? I hate this. I hate to do this. You know what? I have to give y'all back. You see my baby on my lap, right? You know what that means. See? We have to cut. I think I owe it to go live some other time. Now the phone want to ring. You see that? This is our last call for the morning. Morning, you're live on the air with SouFLo. Please make it clear and make it count.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
Clear, quick, and make it count. Because I see Mama having all the control right now.
Yes.
So I listened to the last two callers.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on the right track. And I like the fact that my Jamaican men, are doing their research and becoming more vocal with it. Only one thing I'm gonna say about the Switzerland part. Switzerland has now joined the fight. Yes, they remained neutral during World War One and World War Two, but as of Saturday, they're like, we're not watching from the sidelines anymore. They're now even supplying weapons and funding to Ukraine, to the Ukrainian people.
Here. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, keep talking. Keep talking. I got you.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to say is on Saturday, I tagged you in a on Twitter, or I said when the Ukrainian president went out and he was talking about his prime minister is here and his minister of defense is here and that one is there. I said somebody need to dub that in a Jamaican. We can mid there, them there, all there. The whole of it there, and we're not gone away. And then end it with the PU blank word. But it's good to see the dialogue. I like the
Wait. That was who said that? That part there. Yes.
He did the little video clip when he went outside and he said, such and such good. Huh?
Yeah.
Say that again?
No, I said yeah. I'm agreeing with you. I
Yeah,
saw
man.
it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I said somebody needs to dub that, seriously.
Yeah, dub it over in Jamaican.
Yes, man.
You would do it now?
I don't know if I do it, you have to teach me. We just put the verbiage out there. Somebody needs to put a big vice out there, a big heavy vice, like a bounty vice.
I'm gonna look for it again. All right. All right, people, listen. We're gonna cut it right here this morning. We can't take no more calls. We can't do no more nothing. But we'll be back. All right. So big up on yourselves. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you when we go live again sometime soon. All right. Mama Day, you already know how that go. I'm out. Peace. One love. Say bye bye, mommy. You come end that live. Say bye bye. Now say bye bye. Say bye bye.